What's up, everyone? I'm Johnny.
And I'm Elliott.
And welcome to the Sport Mind Avenue podcast, the intersection of all things currently happening in sports and the psychological impacts it can have on athletes in the community.
And if you want to learn more about how to improve your mental understanding of sports, or you just wish to view more podcasts like this one, then go check out mind-designsports.org and get your head in the game.
Welcome back to the Sport Mind Avenue podcast, the intersection of all things currently happening in sports and the mental impacts it can have on athletes in the community. On today's episode, we're celebrating a Bucks win. We're talking about Verdugo getting smoked by a baseball. We got the expansion. We're not celebrating, but kind of. We got an expansion draft tonight for my favorite NHL team, the Seattle Kraken. So we'll break that down. And then, of course, we got a Ben's breakdown, but no draft today because we have to go straight from here to go watch the draft to get all of our info done for that. But how are we doing today, boys?
Good as always. Just chilling at the beach all day. Getting some.
My family was actually at the beach today.
Yeah, getting a tan.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. So wow, guys. What?
Let's
How
get
about
straight into it.
How about
Let's do
those
it.
Bucks, baby? How about those Bucks? I was wrong. I was wrong from the start.
I can't believe
I was
Chuck
wrong
Barkley
too.
called it. He called it. I clowned. What, it was like 4 episodes ago. I was like, can you believe what Chuck Barkley said? He said the Bucks are going to win it all. And now look at him. He's right. Wins $10,000 off this.
I mean, guys, going into the, I already got to go into the. We'll talk about the Suns point, but guys, will Giannis be a top 10 player of all time? Yes,
I think
he will be.
when
It
it's all
is
said
happening.
and done, he's
already
definitely
a
going to
top
win more.
What's that?
He's definitely going to win at
Yeah.
least one more ring.
And I
But
think- and I
I'm
think
banking
he's
on him getting 3.
I don't think he'll do it. I don't think he'll do it with the Bucks again, though. What he
Really?
did with the Bucks
No.
this year was crazy. When everyone thought he was going to be in Miami last year, thought he was going to be traded or just move cities, and he said no. Like, I'm going to do it with the Bucks. I'm going to build this team up from the ground, and he did it. Like, he won this. Like, good for him. Good for Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday. Pete, oh my gosh. You saw in the first, 2 minutes of the game when PJ Tucker got put in a crisscross applesauce. He literally fell on his body. I was dying. But anyway, none of those players are all-stars. Like, coming out of the gate, none of them are, Steph Curry's or
Wow.
Damian Lillard's or any of the LeBrons. You just have Giannis. You don't have any of those.
You have
But
Giannis and Middleton.
Giannis is a megastar, guys. He's a legend. The guy carried a team.
Giannis is a
Small
top
market.
2 player. Like, he's a top 2 player in basketball right now. Chris
He's the best
Middleton is a
player.
bona
He's-
fide
He's the
star.
best player in basketball. He's proven to me that he is the best player in basketball. There's
I
not
don't
even
know about that. I think KD beats
I still think it's KD, but
guys. But KD didn't. Hey, listen. When KD was 26, he failed to do what Giannis was able to do.
right. But
Yeah,
here's
but it's
why
not the-
I'm
Just saying.
That's not the point. The point I'm making is I think KD's better because he has a more developed jumper than Giannis. And until
Yeah.
Giannis finishes developing the 3, it's not he
Yeah,
can't be
Giannis,
number
but
1.
Giannis was able to do it. But Giannis was able, KD can pull up a 3 here and there, and he is a way better shooter. But Giannis last night is proving to me that he can take it inside. No one can stop him, guys. He's so
Nobody
long. You
never
can't
had to
stop
prove
him
that to
down
anyone. He
low.
already proved that to everyone that he could go inside and drive on them. The fact is he would get inside, draw the foul, maybe convert the and one, but he wouldn't make his free throws.
And
That's
he did.
a huge problem. If he can get his free throw percentage from under 60% to 70% at least, that ups him up so much. And if he can get his 3-point down, he's a legend.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it last night, though, Elliott. Like, you saw the difference between the early games and yesterday. He learned how to hit the free throws. He missed 2.
Yeah.
And he was
needed
draining
to
big
win.
threes in the 4th quarter to secure
Right.
the game. Like, he was doing what we all wanted to see. I just need him to be more consistent on the latter 2 of the free throw and the 3-point shot. Once he's consistent with that, it's a done deal. He's the best player in the NBA.
Also, he does this move where he'll post up either straight to the left or the right of the basket and do a little stutter move and pull around and shoot the jump shot. And he hits maybe like 40% of those shots, but his move. And if he can convert that move, that's like KD's pull-up jump shot, where he just dribbles up into you and then steps back and splashes in your face. If he can complete that move, he will be amazing.
Yeah, let's flip this around though, because yeah, it's cool that Giannis won, but at the same time, the Suns blew a 2-0 lead and just straight up collapsed in the fourth quarter yesterday. So what happened there?
I think it was all because of the Suns in 4 thing. You know, it was like they're blasting in their face, Suns in 4, Suns in 4. Karma came back and said, "All right, Bucks 4 games done. That's it."
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think the Suns got really cocky, and the fan base at least. I really do think what really happened, Elliott, you're just talking about about just pop culture, idiotic Suns fans who don't know. Let's be honest, as a Suns fan, did you even watch a basketball game last year? No, you didn't, because they weren't good. So a bunch of fans that weren't used to winning got cocky.
Uh-oh. While Ben's loading, I'll tell a story.
Let's go into the real game here.
Hello?
Drew Holiday shut down Devin Booker shots. He missed them. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Devin Booker was shut down by Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday did a great job of defending him.
And CP3
shots. He made what, 4 points in the first half of last game?
I mean, let's talk about
the
DA.
second
also
thing is
just...
Giannis. Yeah, Giannis got. Giannis down low was destroying DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton, the whole entire playoffs going into it, was dominant. And then once Giannis kind of game 3, game 4 got really healthy on both sides of the ball, started sprinting up and down the court like he was like a god, then DeAndre Ayton couldn't do anything against him. Those are the two biggest things. I think DA couldn't keep up, and I'm telling you, Drew Holiday, either whether it was Chris Paul or whether it was Devin Booker, Cameron Johnson, it didn't matter. I mean, they were shut down when Holiday was on you.
So
Booker had a couple of it.
Go ahead. My computer's lagging a little.
The Suns,
sorry.
yeah. The Suns, me too. The Suns didn't have a good game plan going in. Here's the thing. If you watched the game last night, the Suns had it going for a bit. They did this pick and roll with Chris Paul, and they weren't missing a shot. And then the Suns at the end of the game stopped doing that. I mean, it was like they kept trying to hug up threes, and they weren't taking good shots. I will say, Booker missed a couple of shots that he should have. Yeah, Devin Booker missed a couple. I mean, I just think also the Bucks just got hot. Giannis is just Giannis last night. I mean, we saw it in both the end of Game 5, Game 4, and Game 6. The Bucks just got hot at the end. Like you said, Elliott, karma hit the Suns as well, and Giannis took over. No offense to Chris Paul. I was trained for Chris Paul more than anyone on that court, but Chris Paul was not able to go into takeover mode.
No.
Giannis Antetokounmpo went into takeover mode. The man scored 50 and 14 rebounds last night. He was averaging almost like 40 points a game in every NBA final game. All I'm saying is that is just incredible. And he doesn't even shoot a 3 yet. I'm saying yet. That's why I think he is the best player in the league right now. You can't argue with me. Yeah, Kevin Durant is amazing, but Giannis was able to win a championship at 26. Well, KD, with more talent around him in OKC, with Westbrook and Ibaka, were not able to win. He wasn't able to win one at the age of 26. He had to leave and go join Steph. Giannis didn't have to do that. Just saying.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's as big of a gap, Ben, because I think I'm going to list it as like 1A, 1B. Like that's the difference between KD and Giannis. Like it's not as big as like I'm trying, like it sounds like it. I'm saying it is. Like he just needs to work on consistency in 2 aspects of his game. Literally every other aspect is perfect. He just needs to fix
his defending
2
is
things,
incredible.
and then he's good. But what I want to ask you guys is if you're in the Suns front office, what are you doing this offseason to fix it?
Yeah, right away. Chris Paul. I already looked at Chris Paul rumors today. Chris Paul to the Lakers. Is Chris Paul gonna leave Phoenix? Let's just go.
I don't know.
Let's take back at
I
this.
think Phoenix is gonna leave Chris Paul.
That's a good point.
You
Chris
think
Paul
they're gonna
is
let
not
Chris Paul
for
walk
at
away
all
from him?
towards the end of this.
Dude, I'm actually gonna do this on my phone right now. Do you guys really think that Chris Paul is gonna be Phoenix is gonna let Chris Paul walk? You guys think that?
I can see it.
I mean,
They
that's
want to build over Devin Booker, not Chris Paul anymore.
because ESPN said right here that Chris Paul is not considering retirement. There's already a Lakers wants Chris Paul. Lakers interest. See, Lakers, guys. We already got Lakers interested in Russell Westbrook and Chris Paul.
So where does Dame go?
Miami.
He's not going to the Lakers, guys. Dame's
He's
coming.
going to Miami.
That's what we said.
Miami or Boston or
That's what we
Philly.
said
I hate to
about
say it.
him
Maybe
last
Philly.
year.
Maybe guys, Philadelphia is a dark horse for Dame.
Who, Philly?
Yep. Ben Simmons has been interested in Portland.
Ben
interested in
Simmons is
him.
out of there.
If Dame goes to Philly, dude, they're gonna win rings for like 3 years. I can see it.
Yeah.
They're deep, they're young, they're athletic, they can shoot the ball. It's nuts.
I mean,
But-
guys, going back to Chris Paul though, where is Chris Paul going this year? Is he going to guys? What if the Celtics signed him, Elliott?
No way.
That's a mistake for you guys,
I don't want
honestly.
Chris Paul.
No, you
No
don't.
offense to you, Chris Paul. I love your State Farm commercials, but I don't want you on my basketball.
Why though?
Why? We don't need him.
Yeah, you can develop around someone else. You don't need Chris Paul.
Chris Paul is a veteran. He's old. He's someone that comes over and like helps you out a little bit. He's going to be a bench player in the next year or two. He's not.
I don't know
gonna-
about that, but
What?
He's either going to be a bench player on a good team,
Bro,
or he's
you're
going to.
going really far
he's
now.
gonna be
Chris
the
Paul just took
starter
the Suns to the
for, like,
finals.
Chris Paul dropped like
Good
24 last night. I don't know what you're
Chris Paul is
talking
not a
about,
bench
Elliot.
player. What are you
He's going to
talking?
be like the starting point guard for like the Timberwolves or something, or the Wizards.
He's
I
not
see.
going to the Timberwolves. If anything, Chris Paul's going to go to a good team like the
Chris
Lakers.
Paul is going to be the starting point guard on whatever team he plays on, and that's period. End of story. There's no other scenario here.
talking
I don't
about?
know what you're coming up with or who you think Chris Paul is, but you are wrong. I'm telling you straight up, you are wrong.
I mean, guys, but the thing is, like, if the Suns win the title this year, Chris Paul definitely go back to Phoenix.
Mhm.
Is Chris Paul leaving the Suns now? Because it's saying, will Chris Paul run it back with Phoenix? I don't know, actually.
I think Chris Paul is going to stay in Phoenix. Russell Westbrook could end up with the Lakers.
I agree with that.
Westbrook's in a bad situation in Washington.
Yeah.
So it would make more sense for him to go to the Lakers versus Chris Paul right now. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's how I see it.
What's Dame's salary? What are the 3 salary comparisons? Dame, Westbrook.
Dame's got the Supermax. Chris Paul is pretty well paid. And I think Russ has a Supermax as well, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know off the top of my head. We can look that up if someone wants to. But I want to touch on arguably Giannis's most impressive stat. He devoured 50 nuggets this morning. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was way more impressive than anything he did on the court yesterday.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
that was sick.
I've been lucky enough to do 20. I don't think I've ever had more than 20 nuggets in a night.
Yeah. No, but it's crazy.
I did a
6'11".
40 once. In my prime, I did a 40 nugget, and that was the most misery I've ever been in. So I don't recommend it, but Giannis is also 7 feet tall, and he can afford to do that.
You know what's even crazier stat is that all 3 of the Antetokounmpo are like I'm
That's a Kupo.
Try again?
Antetokounmpo brothers have rings. They all
Yeah,
have.
they're a winning family, man. It's cool.
That's crazy.
Actually,
only-
Elliot, I think me saying
Actually
Luka
put up real
Doncic.
points. Only one of them put up real points.
Luka Doncic. See, I was saying Doncic. Was I saying Doncic or Doncic?
I think you're saying Doncic.
Doncic, right? Yeah, see? Doncic. Now you got it wrong, so don't worry about it.
It's okay. We aren't really literate on this podcast. That's not what we're here for. We're here to
Proud of
talk
me.
about sports. So
Luka.
and psychology. So yeah, we're not very good at reading hard words. So
Do you
we
think
could
this
do a
is gonna?
spelling bee one day. That would be fun.
Yeah,
Imagine.
it'd be crazy.
Not a
It'd be like,
single word gets spelled correctly. That would be brutal. All right, let's move on to the next topic of the day.
Wait.
What's up?
So now the season's over. Before we go into off-season tradings and all that, who do you think's winning next year?
I gotta go with the. You can't tell. I mean, you gotta wait till the off season. So, I gotta go with. I would always love to say this. The Celtics are not winning this year. This upcoming year. I think it's gonna. I think if Chris Paul goes back to Phoenix, the Phoenix still has a chance. The Lakers will be back. I think if they get Westbrook.
I don't think Suns will have another chance to win a title in like 5 years.
Look into my eyes, gentlemen.
No, it's not Miami.
Damian Lillard will lead the Miami Heat to a title this next season. You heard it here first, and it's gonna happen.
How about this? How about the Bucks
Their
repeat
Heat already had their time to shine.
in the bubble?
I mean,
Congrats.
your Celtics signed back in the 18th century, so that's tough for you. But hey,
Celtics are winning the title, bro. In these years, bro. Get over it.
not before the Heat do.
I think Philly's
No.
winning it all.
If they get Lillard, if anyone that gets Lillard is gonna win the title, I guess. If it's Miami and Lillard,
That's fair. I agree.
I don't know. The Warriors might come out of the gate
I don't think so.
and get to the semi-conference.
the Warriors not winning next year.
Yeah, bro, they're gonna be balling, man. They're gonna be so nasty. So good. All right, let's actually go to topic 2 now so that we can make the draft on time. We have Alex Verdugo getting smoked by a Yankee fan. Let me preface it so that I don't get slandered by these two. I do not support what the fan did, and I support Verdugo's right to knock him out. So that's it. I think players should get to fight if they get something thrown at them.
Can I just say, not to rip on Yankees fans, I'm a Red Sox fan, and we've had our issues. But God, I've already looked. This is not the first time Yankees fans you've had a dumb incident like this. Come on, Yankees fans, God, just grow up. You won 20. Congrats, you won half your World Series in 1920. Shut up. It's like these people. There was. I remember the series last month too. They're ripping on Reds. They're kids. They were Red Sox fans. They were kids, and some Yankees fan was just cussing at them and stuff. It's a baseball game. Yankees suck this year. Get over it. The Red Sox are better. The Red Sox have been the better team the last 10 years. Get over it. Another thing is, this is not the first thing this week I've read about. On this callthepen.com, this person said, or Jason Veritek said that some Yankees fan spit at his daughter. Then there's another one saying Yankees fans running on the field last night. What's Yankee Stadium? It's just a zoo, I guess.
I mean, it's not just Yankees fans. There's fans for every team. But since we were talking about the Yankees anyway, obviously their results are going to come up. But it's just unacceptable, right? We can't have this happening in baseball. Something needs to be done to prevent this. As a player, in a player's perspective, this can really mess you up. If you get hit with a beer or something, I mean, you could get smoked in the head and have to be out with a concussion. There's just a bunch of things that could go wrong if you just let fans
threw
do
a
this.
ball at Verdugo. I mean, it's a baseball.
A baseball that could kill you if you throw it hard enough.
Yeah,
it's just, I don't know, man. I'm not happy with it. I think it paints Yankee fans in a bad light.
Yeah.
I don't like being painted in a bad light. I feel like I'm a good Yankee fan.
And there's a lot of Boston fans that have been painted in bad light too. And I totally, that's why you understand it. It's definitely frustrating. I will just say Yankees fans. I mean, I don't know if you remember this in 2004. when the Red Sox Yankees played in the ACLS. It was Game 6. One of the most scummy plays I've ever seen in sports history. A-Rod slapped the ball out of Bronson Arroyo's hand, and then Yankee fans clearly slapped the ball out of the hand. Clearly slapped the ball out of the hand because it was like 4-2, and then Jeter was like on first. So Jeter came around. It was 4-3. It was like the 8th inning. So the Red Sox, if the Yankees maybe come back in the game, maybe the Yankees win that series, and the Red Sox don't end their Bambino curse. But back to what I was saying, A-Rod Francona goes out there, talks to the managers. Managers are like, yeah, he slapped the ball out of the hand. Like, why did we just accept that? So they take the call back. They make A-Rod was out. You know what I'm talking about, Johnny?
Mm-hmm.
Jeter went back to first. You have fans throwing bottles on the field. Like it was just like another example. Like, what are you doing, Yankees fans? Like, just I've been 17 years ago, but I still understand. He slapped the ball out of Arroyo's hand. It happened. It was the most scummy play I've ever seen. I'm just saying, it's just I've seen a lot of Yankee Stadium crap, and it's a great ballpark, and I'm a Red Sox fan. It just Yankees fans, I don't know, have this rap, guys, for being actually.
Well, what about when I think it was a Red Sox fan threw the baseball back at Stanton and hit him?
Yeah, I mean that happened too.
Yeah, I don't.
150 feet. Like that was pretty.
Oh, you don't remember that?
I do remember that. No, it reminded me. I didn't even know about that. I do remember that now. That was bad too. God. But that
I was about to
like,
say that's a
like,
scumbag move.
Like, good job.
Stop,
like,
Red Sox fans too. Stop saying racist. If you are saying racist slurs or throwing balls on the field, don't do that stuff. It's just like it ruins the game.
Let me get your thoughts on this. I'm going to kind of go into a spiel real quick, but so I was sitting here thinking about it, like when it happened, and we've talked about it several times on these episodes where fans are doing stuff that's causing either harm or danger to players. What are the chances that this is directly tied to the pandemic and the fact that there was a year without fans and now we're just too riled up, too wanting to get going?
Yeah.
Almost like when you get back to campus, Elliott, and that first party, you're going to go hard, right? So that first game back for a lot of fans, you're drinking all day. You're going crazy, cheering.
That's how I was
at the part of it.
At the Bruins game, I was like that. I was at the Islanders Bruins game.
Yeah.
I was going crazy, having a great time. It was rowdy. You were screaming. But that's the thing. These people, it's like people are at a culture shock being back at these games. They're going so crazy. A lot of them are probably hammered or drinking. And then you're throwing the ball, and then they just don't know what they're doing. You can't even take call on your actions.
Yeah, I feel like that's what's causing the issues.
Yeah, I think people forgot kind of how to act by being away from people so long.
Exactly.
They feel the energy spike in them when they're around a bunch of other people that are cheering for the same team as them. And, the adrenaline just starts pumping. And if you've been drinking too, you just forget how to act and you act up.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to get to be a point where, like, an athlete's actually going to get hurt from this, right?
Yeah.
And there's going to be a consideration. Are we going to just have to put up glass? Are we going to have to just make no fans allowed again? Like, there's a lot of issues that can come with the fans acting the way they have been lately. And it's not just baseball. Kyrie got hit. The Bruins game that you were telling us about, that was insane. Like, it's in every sport right now, and it's definitely going to become a major issue if they don't solve this problem.
Can I just splatter a weird quote from good old Rajon Rondo? I was reading this. It says here, Rajon Rondo to Chris Paul in 2009, 12 years ago, said, "I've got a ring, and you're never going to win one." And then it's like, maybe Rondo was right. I was like, did Rajon Rondo actually say that? That's crazy.
I mean, I remember they got into a fist fight, but
there you go. Maybe Rajon Rondo is. Hey, Rajon Rondo
he's still in the ear, man. He's still yapping at him.
Nothing, Rondo. Rondo's up 2-0. That's all I'm saying.
Chris Paul will never win a ring now. I don't think the Suns will make it back.
I think they need to develop a little bit more. The only problem is there's going to be a small window between where Chris Paul is still able to play at this level and the Suns players being completely in their prime.
But Johnny, the thing is, I'm saying maybe the Suns also, the reason why the Suns lost that series is because they're also still really young.
Mm-hmm.
It's another hint. That
Yeah.
other than Chris Paul, that team is like babies. They're young. They're like in their early 20s, most of them. So maybe that's another reason why they lost. Like just the Bucks had some vets, like Giannis, Middleton, Holiday are all vets. Holiday is a vet.
Same goes with Atlanta though. Atlanta had a bunch of young players. They were good.
Yeah.
Atlanta played.
Atlanta had a lot of Atlanta could be a force to be reckoned with in the Eastern Conference. Look out for the Hawks too, guys.
Yeah.
They look. Trae Young is a amazing player. It's scary.
Ow.
Ben.
Ow, Ben, come on. How many times? You're like
a child. You're a child.
You get louder every time, bro.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Yeah, I tried to turn it off. That's why I'm like, crap.
All right, guys. Ben wants the attention. Guess what? It's time for a Ben's breakdown. What do you have today, Ben?
No, sorry, that guy. Every time that it hasn't happened.
It's the perfect transition.
So, guys, I think the third biggest topic in sports right now. Well, I think it could be the second behind Verdugo now, but we're baseball people. The Olympics is beginning. It actually already began. The U.S. women's team lost 3-0 today to Sweden. That's a really big blow for Team USA. That's a big blow. Sorry.
Since we're talking about the Olympics, can we bring up the bed situation?
Yeah, what is up with that?
Absolutely.
Good job, El. Yeah, let's bring it up because I saw that today and I'm like,
I want to know your guys' opinion on everything, but first I gotta say something. First of all, how are they gonna sleep on those? You got Kevin Durant is a millionaire. He's not gonna be like, what? You're gonna give me a cardboard bed to play these great teams, and you're not gonna let me have sex? Like, come on. And I bet you
didn't want that.
What, they're not going to find somewhere else to do it? The shower? Just standing up? These guys, the Olympic weightlifters, what? They can't lift up this small woman? It's not that hard to find another place. Give these guys, a bed they can sleep on and be comfortable in.
I don't know. I think it's funny that they have anti-sex beds for the Olympics. As if we can't just have sex standing up. That's too much, right? So I don't know what we're thinking here, but clearly there's not much thought behind it.
What was I gonna say? So the thing is with the Olympics is I think it's gonna be interesting, guys. I mean, like I said, Team USA losing today was a big deal actually because that U.S. women's team is always favored to win. Softball started. I saw the U.S. beat Italy. Mm-hmm. But no fans at the games. I don't think it'll be that weird, but it's gonna be good. Friday night, guys, tune in. If you have your NBC full stream, I'll be watching every event I can. Or trying to watch a lot of the events. I'm really excited to watch swimming. Swimming is always gonna be great to watch. I want to see. No Michael Phelps, but actually Michael Phelps is working up in the booth.
Dressel and Ledecky, I'm excited.
Kate Ledecky, yeah, she'll be back. Is Franklin back too or no? She back? No.
I'm not sure.
Simone Biles forced to be reckoned with in the gymnasts in the gym for Simone Biles. Is Team USA going to win the gold? I don't know because they look kind of iffy in these exhibition games.
I hope they do. That would be nice.
They better.
But yeah, Olympics is coming up this week. Tune in. Going to some college football stuff now. A lot of college stuff today. We got Bryce Young, one of the highest recruits in the country, QB. Obviously, you got Alabama going after him already. They offered him $1 million, guys. Like, here we go. This is money crap. Here comes the endorsement crap. And here we go with Alabama. Mike Elliott did warn us about this. Here comes Alabama and their freaking bribery. Here we go. So sick of it.
But I think the dumbest point that's been made so far is that, like, not everyone's making the same amount. That's what's been brought up a lot, and it's something that just kind of confuses me because you look at the pro level.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you look at the pro level, no pro is making the exact same amount of money. Not a single one. So why does it matter just for endorsements for college what each athlete makes? Like if you're good, yeah, you deserve to make $1 million if you want. If you're Bryce Young, like a 5-star recruit, it makes sense. I don't understand why it's that big of an issue. Yeah, I get it could affect recruiting overall, but imagine you're a 5-star recruit and you go to a school that's not as big or like not as popular as Alabama. Well, you're the face of that team, and the endorsements in the long run are going to be way higher than a player on Alabama who has to share these endorsement deals across the board with the entire team. So
Yeah.
I think that over time it'll balance out a lot more. But right now it just looks a lot more lopsided because these are the only numbers we have, right? So that's just
I
the way
think
I see it.
eventually, like he'll come down to them putting restrictions on everything. So in order to get, like, let's say endorsements from 3 different companies, you have to put up as a quarterback over 200 yards a game in the
You think it's going to be incentive based?
Yeah, so you make this much, you do this well in your position, your respective position, in your respective sport, and your ability to be marketed grows.
Not
So
a bad
if
idea.
you're like, you look good on paper, so we'll pay you all this money, and then they like shit the bed and they don't perform, then they still make that money. It's not going to
Yeah.
go. Then you're going to have, like you said, a bunch of people saying, well, I play well, but I'm at this smaller school. Why don't I get the money?
Yeah.
True. I just don't feel like any sponsorship or like whatever these athletes are going to be doing, I don't think they're going to go game to game. Like it's going to be a season long sponsorship. Like companies don't
Yeah.
want to just invest for a single game most of the time, unless it's like a team wide investment. So I feel like I think it's just a little more skewed because we only know what Bryce Young is making. Like we don't know what everyone else is making right
Yeah.
now. That's the problem. So yeah, that's all I really have for that, honestly.
Yeah, so that's a very big deal. We got Texas and Oklahoma maybe going to the SEC. I maybe like what's a I like it. I
Hey,
like this.
I like Texas. I don't know that I like Oklahoma as much. I think Texas would be cool to have.
Oklahoma is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
But Johnny, you got Oklahoma in the SEC. Let's see how good they are because like they have such they're like they always dominate the Big 12. Like time for them to go to the SEC.
Well, yeah, but
Mister-
Oklahoma is like it's not south or east. Like
is-
Texas is at least
I-
south.
But listen. Mizzou's there. Texas is pretty west too.
True.
Come on, like just like Mizzou's already there. Like, can we
That's
just
true, but also like
A&M.
overstacking a conference is just gonna kill it for every other team. Like it's not gonna be.
What are we going to make Alabama worse?
No, what I mean like is if you bring in all like let's say Texas is back and Oklahoma is doing their thing. So now you have what 6 or 7 SEC teams that could realistically make the playoffs. Well, they all have to face each other. So now you're just eliminating yourselves essentially.
yeah, but do
If
you
you're
want
Texas and you play Oklahoma now and Alabama and Florida,
I think
like,
my next thing is like, let's go into this 12-team playoff thing because I already got a thing
There we
from
go.
Dabo Sweeney, because this is one of my other topics. Dabo Sweeney in the Clemson. Dabo Sweeney already spoke out and said he's against it. The players are against it. Guess what, Dabo Sweeney? F you, because Clemson always makes it to the freaking playoffs in a weak conference, and who doesn't want a 12-team playoffs? Because I do. Let's get some
Yeah.
teams in there, man. I'm so sick and tired of watching freaking Clemson versus Alabama. No one wants to watch it anymore.
yeah,
Goodbye.
I was hoping you'd bring
so
that
sick of
up.
it.
I was hoping you'd bring this topic up because
Yeah, I of course I had this on yesterday.
yeah, I think 12 may be a lot. I think
I love
team
even
playoff
if
would
the
be
Lots
perfect. An 8
get
to 10
20
team
dude,
playoff.
if they
I
could,
like
you know
8.
what?
8
Get
to
rid of
10.
dude, they could literally do this. The national championship goes into mid-January. Instead of doing these stupid bowl games, at least for the higher conferences, let's get a 12 to 24 team playoff, man. Like that would be awesome. Just like an NCAA
2014.
tournament
We're
every
going
weekend,
NCAA,
every weekend,
That's too much.
every
That's too
Saturday. But
much.
no, it's not.
Madness mode.
You're still playing like if you're an elite team, you're playing 18, 19 games like the NFL players are. I guess and now they're getting paid. Tell me that would not be a bad idea.
I think 24 teams is way too many teams to
But
have in a playoff.
that's exaggerating.
Like, period.
But that's exaggerating.
too
But
much.
if you get 12 to 16,
12
you
to
get
si- Yeah, I agree. That would be a good setup.
16. Hint, hint. I like the 16 because you have 16, then maybe that's like because you have the round of 16 one weekend. You have the quarters, the semis, and the championship. That's
You
great.
could do
Well,
16, have the top 2 teams go back and forth with who's in each playoff bracket. You could split it down the middle. Each bracket plays, and then the 2 bracket winners face each other. Boom, easy work. It brings in a little interactive section, kind of like the all-star selection. Like that would be interesting to watch.
No, I'm done with this. Hey, listen, it was nice having the 14 for about what has it been 6 years now because we didn't even have the playoffs. But I want more than just the semis and the chain. I want a round of 16. I want a quarterfinals at least. I want to see more teams go in. Like it's time, man. Like there's so many teams that got snubbed from the playoffs that maybe could have won. Like even Georgia, A&M. Like some of these other teams that I would want to see in the playoffs haven't been able to get in. What's that? Florida. I mean, you got all these teams that could have made the playoffs. Florida's been good. Kyle Trask is good. He was good.
He would have been in it had it been a 12-team
would've
playoff.
Yeah, no, he would have been. Who else would have been in it? Like even some of these Big Ten teams, like Northwestern, could have made it this year. Like that'd been kind of cool. Like come on.
It needs to get bumped up to at least 8. 8's the minimum. I feel that could be a good playoff. 6 is too little still because you have 2 first-round buys, but there's not enough extra matchups to
It's baby steps, but it's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing big.
8 to 16. That's going to be your key.
I like the 8.
Yeah. And then so guys, Tom Brady, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I actually didn't even know this stat. This fact. Tom Brady hasn't been into the White House since 2005, which that was the Patriots' 3rd Super Bowl. So that was Brady's 3rd Super Bowl, and that was 16 years ago. So Tom Brady hasn't been in the White House since George W. Bush was president. I found that fascinating. He also cracked a joke with Biden about the election, which I thought was kind of funny.
I thought it was funny too.
He's like, I don't know if you care who you voted for, but he's like 40% of the whatever doesn't think it's over.
Who doesn't believe you're a president or something?
Yeah, he like made a joke about it, and Biden laughed. But no, I mean that's crazy. Tom Brady hasn't been in the White House since 2005 because I saw it was Donovan Smith story, and it was like we back baby, and I was like Tom Brady, and I was like wait, he's been here like every year, right? But I forgot he really didn't go. He didn't go in the 2010s because of Trump half the time, and
I wouldn't want to go 7 times. that's kind of a lot. I feel like once or twice is like cool, and then after that,
yeah,
just go to meet each president.
Yeah, like just go once for the guy, and then.
Wait, did he win with Obama? He won with. Did he go to that one though? He didn't go to the. He didn't even go to the Obama one.
No, he didn't.
That's right. I forgot. He didn't go to that one.
Wait.
No, Obama was president until he didn't.
7 or 8?
Tom Brady has won. Guys, also a fun fact: Tom Brady has won with every president since 43. He's won with 4 different presidents. Every president, like Bush, he won 3. Obama, he won 1. Trump, he won 2 with Trump and 1 with Biden.
That's actually insane.
That's nuts.
So he's also won with 4 different presidents. That's how long he's been playing. And he also won a national championship as a backup when Bill Clinton was president. That's another interesting fact. Like I just thought that's kind of cool. Because Tom Brady, when he was at Michigan, even when he got drafted, Bill Clinton was the president when Tom Brady got drafted. That any of you people that were born in 2000, we're all 20. You're 21 now, pretty much. Man, that makes me feel. That makes even make me feel old. Bill Clinton was the damn president when Tom Brady got drafted. That's just a crazy stat.
That is nuts.
But 4 different presidents. But the biggest thing tonight, going into it, Johnny, I want to talk a little hockey with you. Expansion draft. I'm looking it up right now on NHL.com.
Let's ride, baby. Let's get cracking. Let's go.
I'm looking at some possible goaltenders for the Kraken. You got maybe even a Carey Price in the making.
So I was researching that today, and I'm going to talk on it real quick. It does not look like Carey Price is going to end up going to Seattle. They do have another goalie already, but I wish they had taken Price. You saw the Knights take Fleury. Fleury was 33 when he went with the Knights. You see how he's doing now. Carey Price is 33. Yeah, he has hip issues. He's also an incredible goalie and played extremely well until the finals. And then, like, I don't see why we wouldn't get Carey Price. As a novice hockey fan, I feel like it's a logical decision to take the best goalie.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And the Kraken, here's some players that like Frankfurt Toronto from Florida. That's a good pick for them. This is like the mock draft. I saw a little Josh Bailey from the Islanders. That'd be a great acquisition I like Josh Bailey a lot. Yanni Gourde is someone I'm a big fan of. I like some of these guys. Brandon Tanev from Pittsburgh is very good. Ryan Johansson, he played for the Bruins for half a year. He was a great rental player. So, I mean, the Kraken, just like the Golden Knights had their luck, this could be big for you guys. I mean, you guys could get some key guys. You could be competing for a cup next year. It's hockey, not basketball or football.
Yeah. What I'm looking at is like a sneaky Carey Price pick would be cool. Who we're gonna take from the Lightning?
How about this, Johnny? How about you?
Like that's.
Johnny, you can take. I'm telling you, no, if you take him, the Lightning, I take either Alex Killorn or Yanni Gourde. I like Alex. Yanni Gourde is really good, and you guys would like him.
It's going to be based on a lot of the free agency signings and stuff like that too. So
it also says you guys are going to take Connor Clifton from the Bruins. I'm fine with that. If you want to take Connor, I like Connor Clifton, but he's not like anything special.
Yeah, I mean, we made a couple big signings today. I'm really excited about it. Got a couple good defensemen. It's going to be pieced together slowly, but I think the biggest key is whoever we're going to end up trying to snag from the Lightning, and whether or not we get Carey Price. That's the end goal for tonight, but it's not looking good for Price, which sucks.
I'm sure Carey Price is fine being in Seattle or being in Montreal, low-key.
Oh, no, I'm sure, but like I would rather him be in Seattle. Could you imagine me in a Carey Price jersey next podcast? Like that'd be nuts.
That'd be crazy.
He's been on the Canadiens his whole career. And then all of a sudden they just say, we don't want
Seattle's a great little city for him. Yeah, it'd be great. In Montreal, he has been in Montreal his whole career. Yeah, I mean that's really it, guys. I wish you the best for the Kraken, Johnny.
Yeah, I appreciate
you guys take
it,
someone
man.
not
Thank
on
you.
the Bruins. Just don't take anyone
Big
special.
Watch party tonight. It's gonna be so sick. So excited.
Kraken release the Kraken. Here they come.
Elliott, we have 6 new fans of the Kraken in Chi-Fi now.
Wow.
6 new fans.
I also like I'm really excited ESPN is picking it up this year. Like ESPN's picking up like you know what I mean? It's picking up.
It's just so
NHL this
cool,
year.
man. I love it. All right, boys and everyone listening. Let's wrap this up so that I am not late to the biggest hockey night of my life. So thank you guys for watching. Any last comments from you guys?
No, I'm good, but release the Kraken, baby, tonight. That's my quote.
Let's get cracking. We'll see you next episode with an incredible Kraken draft. See ya.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of the Sport Mind Avenue podcast.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on our page. And stay tuned for more of our podcasts and exclusive content in the future.